Hello guys, and welcome back to Pokémon FireRed! It's been a while, but I had a few things that came into my life and a few breaks and such. And I also managed to ruin my game file, so what you see here is just what I've played up to again, up to this point, so there are some differences. For instance, Jester is now a male, so the fish is correct, but we can overlook that because fish have a tendency to change gender from time to time, so I suppose that's natural or something. So the stats might be a little bit different. I don't think they are too different, but now you know. Money, I think, is very different because I didn't buy all those repels, so that's good. Well, anyway, in this episode we are going to pick up a new team member, and there are a few good Pokemon on this route, but the one I want, let's see if we can find it. I will cut to when I find it and show you. And here it is! Took me surprisingly much time to find this thing. But anyway, this is what we want. It is Oddish. And Oddish is mainly a special attacker. It has some defense and very low speed, so it's pretty much like Bulbasaur. It is also a grass poison type, so it will be your chance of getting Bulbasaur, so to speak, without picking up the Bulbasaur as your starter. And there we go! We have our Oddish. Now, its scientific name is Odium Wondrous. At night it is said to walk nearly 1000 feet on its two roots, which look more like feet than roots. But I won't question it. Now what I am going to do is name this thing, and the problem is I had two people who wanted an Oddish, and I didn't think it too much through, so what I will name this one is Spoiler, after my good friend Spoiler Rollercoaster, who really wanted a grass type, and Oddish was the best grass type for that choice. But I would also like to give a shout out to Polite Mediocrity for also wanting an Oddish, but I couldn't give you one too, so I'm sorry. I hope this works out though. So this Oddish is probably what we will use mostly in the next gym. So it has a few moves. Absorb, which is not too powerful, but it gives you some health back, so that helps. And Sweet Scent, pretty useless, but can be used if you want to. Now, for a little while I think this one will go and stick in the front and be trained by our trustworthy lizard. So let's check it out, see how it goes. Now Oddish should be able to grow pretty quickly, so hopefully we won't have too much trouble with it. I want to test it against the Rattata, because Rattata can be a pain for it. Doesn't have that much defense right now, but it will get more. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. Our Charmeleon here has a bit more power than he needs at this point, but with our other underleveled and weak things, it's okay for a little while. And I think we'll manage to balance this out once I get a better team. Anyway, Intimidate here. Could be very good to let someone like the one you aren't going to use absorb the Intimidate, because it only works on the first turn. But doesn't matter too much with this one, because we'll probably just use Ember anyway. And Ember is not affected by Intimidate whatsoever. So that's good. This Ekans isn't exactly hurting us much, so I think we just can destroy it and get over with it. Now, since I had to play up to this point again in the game, I hope I haven't missed any items I picked up on the first go, but if there were any, I don't think they were too important. Anyway, I'll just run down to the Pokemon Center and heal up and see you back here. And I am back. I forgot to go over the second Pokemon you can find if you are playing with Leaf Green instead of FireRed, which is Bellsprout. It is much faster and much more offensive in attack and such than Oddish, so if you want that, it is pretty okay. I haven't gone over its moves much, but I think it works out fine. It's much more offensive than this one, which is more status based and such for a while. Anyway, yeah, there are lots of trainers here, so I think I'll just try to take them on as best I can, and I'll see you in a little while. I just got down from Mount Moon, but I've still got gas in the tank. And now that all of these have been taken care of, we can move on a little bit. So let's just go and take on this guy, so our little Oddish can get some more screen time. I'm off to see a Pokemaniacs collection at the Cape. Now that is what we are going to do too once we are finished with these guys. And anyway, our Oddish should be very efficient against these guys here. And yeah, it gained a few levels, gained a few moves too, Poison Powder and Stun Spore. Poison Powder will poison, as its name implies, and Stun Spore will paralyze your opponent, so those are good to have. Might not be the most useful moves in the world, because I didn't look them up very well, but I don't think they have the best accuracy, so but anyway, as our little Oddish has 4 times advantage against these rocks, these ground rock types, with Absorb being a grass type, we shouldn't have much trouble at all. And I wanted to get as much experience as possible now, so I'm neglecting our Magikarp a little bit. He will probably end up being a bit underleveled by the time we are done with this area. But if it is necessary, I will just grind him up off screen, and hopefully that will help. But so far I haven't needed to grind at all, so might not need to, might have to, we'll see. Anyway, we won't need him for a little while yet, so it's not the biggest deal in the world if we can't get him to the same level as the rest of the group soon. And the Oddish is the main priority right now, and it seems to have met its match. So I think we will just switch over to Apak for a little bit and take this thing down before anything else. If it doesn't take us down though, but I don't think we have a risk of that being 11 levels higher than it. At this point, you done me good, and real good too. I think I read that very wrong, but excuse me. Now, this guy here has an item behind him, and you can't get that for a while if you mess this up, so make sure you get him to move a few steps out of the way, as far as he can go, and you should be able to get it. I'm a cool guy, I've got a girlfriend, and that is all it takes to be a cool guy, so know that. If you want to be cool, just get a girlfriend, however you do that. Which I wouldn't know. There must be some sort of secret trick or something. Anyway, we should be able to make this Rattata go down with our Oddish now, because our Oddish is a little bit stronger, and I want it to be as strong as it possibly can be. or else we will be in big trouble. But that helps, speeds up the battle process a little bit. And I'm certainly not opposed to something that speeds up the battle process. Let's just leech off this one's experience bonus too and switch out. Switch out. Thank you. And of course you get poisoned again. This one has a tendency to get poisoned at every first poison sting touch it gets. And it's not very pleasant, to be honest. That does it. It is all it takes. Now I will just steal your item. And I won't mind the poisoning too much, it won't be a problem for a little while. Anyway, we got a new TM. And we might as well cure the poison. We have a few more trainers to go through. So take care of the poison and take care of the health. And we should be good to go. Now our new TM. Secret power. It is pretty special. And I want to go over everything it does, but as you see, it is an attack that varies with the terrain, and that can mean a few different things, so I suggest you look up a list of that instead of me going over it, because it will take some time. But it's interesting. Not the best move around, but interesting. Now, this guy can be skipped, of course, since he's just running up and down. Should be easy enough. I will take him on and gain the experience. I had this feeling. I knew I had to battle you. And I knew I had to battle you too, so bring it on. And I will pick this berry and take you on too. My friend has many cute Pokémon. I'm so jealous. And after all those battles, we now have a somewhat stronger team. And Spoiler also learned a new move, which is Sleep Powder. I switched out Sweet Sand for it. As you can see, these powders all have 70 accuracy, so not too great, but it will do for now. And we have reached the end. Sea Cottage. Bill lives here. So let's go in and see what we can find. Apparently no one's home. See. Teleporter is displayed on the PC monitor. Interesting. And a Clefairy. Hiya! I'm not a Pokemon. No, I'm not. Call me Bill. I'm a true blue Pokemaniac. Hey, what's with that skeptical look? I'm not joshing you, lady. I screwed up an experiment and got combined with the Pokemon. So how about it? Help me out here. You seem crazy. You're a crazy Clefairy. You know that? I will not help you. No? Don't be so cold. Come on, you gotta help a guy in deep, deep trouble. What do you say, beautiful? Please? Okay? Alright. Wait till I get inside the teleporter. When I do, go to my PC and run the cell separation system. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Clearly said no, didn't I? Well, guess I just can try though. I always wanted to be a mad scientist. Looks like there really was a guy in there. Now, the only question is, where is Clefairy? Yeehaw! Thanks, lady, I owe you one. So, did you come to see my Pokemon collection? You didn't? That's a bummer. I got to thank you. Oh here, maybe this'll do. Received an SS ticket. Interesting. That cruise ship SS Anne is in Vermilion City. No one told me I had a ship, but I will gladly take a ship. Thanks a lot. I hear there are lots of trainers on board too. Invited me to their party, but I can't stand fancy dues. Why don't you go instead of me? Go on and have a good time. Well, I'm not the most party-ish person in the world, but I would like to go and see a ship with my name. Now, let's see. This cape is a famous date spot. Misty, the gym leader, has high hopes about this place. Hello, are you here alone? If you're out at Cerulean's Cape, well, it should be as a couple. If you say so. But then this guy here should also be with someone in that case. Odd. But anyway, it seemed like a nice dating spot, so I suppose. So, now we have gone and visited Bill and gotten some stuff out of the way and also gotten a new Pokemon, so let's just heal up and end this episode off. And in the next episode, I think it is time to take on the gym. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode, so see you then and take care!